All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone has had an amazing day, a great day, a safe day. And my name is Bobby Williams, and I'm going to be the host for tonight. Welcome to the Diaspora Speaks. This event is being held by the Village Path. The Village Path is a healing and writing circle group for self-identified Black masculine folk. The mission of the Village Path is to reduce the stigma by providing culturally affirming and mental health services to underserved Black communities impacted by systematic oppression. Um, and you're going to learn more information about the Village Path this evening. We actually have a website, thevillagepath.org. On there, you can find additional information. Actually, with getting on the actual website, you'll see that we're actually going to be opening up, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow, services for Black masculine identified folk to be able to receive free therapy sessions through a fundraiser that we're actually able to do with the help of Sir Eddie C, who will be performing tonight. And we were able to raise over $16,000. Also know that tonight with us as an organization, we will be receiving or we'll be opening ourselves up for donations. If you'd like to do that, that information will be found on thevillagepath.org. So let's get into what's going to happen for tonight, this evening. Tonight, we will hear original pieces by members of the Village Healing and Writing Circle. And each and every single one of these brothers that's getting ready to share have some incredibly powerful stories. And I can tell you, I've had the joy of not only being part of the Healing and Writing Circle, but also building relationship with each and every single one of these people. I'm telling y'all, tonight is about to be on point. So this group meets monthly to heal and share creative writing pieces that displays how all Black folks are truly connected through the diaspora. We also have a live performance by Sir Eddie C that will be coming up really soon. Also, you want to stay tuned for that because Sir Eddie C has been doing great work. Actually, Sir Eddie C, as I mentioned before, helped us raise the funds that we now have to be able to bless some other brothers to be able to receive free therapy sessions from some amazing therapists that we were able to partner with. Also, with that actual program that I'm mentioning is called TAP, which is the Village Therapy and Access to Programs. And we'll begin those signups tomorrow. This program for Black men will allow them to access therapy free of charge for 5 sessions. This was created back in May and June when we actually did the campaign. And we were set the goal of $1,000, but we actually raised $16,000. So we want to take the time to thank each and every single one of you that has given to that effort. Once again, the villagepath.org is where you'll be able to find additional information if you'd like to give tonight. So once again, thank you all for joining us. And we're getting ready to get into some of these stories. Now, we're getting ready to hear from one of the most eloquent, wise, loving brothers in this group. I mean, Victor's getting ready to show out. So I hope y'all are ready. Everybody, let's take a collective breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose. Taking in everything that was through that day, and we're about to breathe it out, release and clear our minds, out through the mouth. All right, so here we go. And he's about to introduce himself now.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Victor Farwell, and I'd like to read a piece that was especially written for someone dear to my heart. I'll let you figure out who. The title of the piece is Drift With Me. Drift with me. I press my beard against her shoulder at pillow's edge and take my arm and perch it across the small of her back. My hand falls on the fleshy form, a reminder that the young woman who once was is now fuller from childbirth and the weight of years. We are older now and often reminded of our infirmities, but in that darkness, because of our closeness, we do not feel all alone. Passionate yet comfortable, the gray of my gray meets the gray of her gray. And we create yet another dimension that defines what love really is. She doesn't walk as fast. I ache more. Holding her arm, we measure together the distance from youth to return. It is understood that some things about love must inevitably change. As I drift to sleep, I hear the sound of her breath and know that waking together is yet a gift once more. We have shared this bed for so long. Losing each other will not be easy, but I know it will come as unwanted and too soon. So in this space, just sleep with me. Let me hold your body and your soul. And in the morning, shall it be allowed, we will celebrate yet another day of whimsical, mature connection. And yes, dear, I did remember it is Valentine's Day. The next piece I will read is entitled Buffalo Soldier. Moon glow on dusty trails, slumped, saddle worn, they ride west. Strong black frames push deep into Apache territory, sent by a government to fight the indigenous man. Cunning, knowledgeable, brave, tracking their enemy, tall mesas surround. Rough-hewn faces, woolly black hair, piercing brown eyes, searching horizons for attack. Still respect exists between them. The white man sends Buffalo Soldier. The Apache understands. Their nature is to survive, taking refuge in each other's plight. One is a former slave, the other the victim of countless treaties broken. Two wrongs pitted against each other. Honorable men, they fight and die in the name of white westward expansion. And the last piece I'll read is entitled Lemonade Stand. A darkened basement corridor leads to a dim white bulb, suspended by a single wire. The footstool positioned ever so delicately against the steel post. The shadow drifts from side to side across the basement floor, making an audible squeak, as though the old cold room door was being manipulated by the summer breeze. There was no air movement in that dark basement, except that made by his swinging body. The rope was shortened, woven at last moment. No time to do the task justice. The energy of now dictated he hurry. This had to be done before anyone came home. Not a moment to waste, yet every one of them seemed wasted. Desperation does that to the human brain. It was simpler to give over than to fight. Who will care for what remains when I am gone? No matter. The children, I know they will be fine. As far as her, the woman I truly never knew, she will remarry and go on with her life. There is nothing like a cool basement on a hot summer's day. The smell of suicide must make lemonade taste good. That's what she did. Stood there at the top of the stairs with a glass of lemonade while the police looked at my body. I was long gone. The note beside me said, "Get milk." Paid all the bills, and I made dinner. Kissed the kids and tell them Daddy loves them. Goodbye seems simple, but it really never is. The edge just kept getting closer and closer. I would look at it and act as if it didn't exist until one day I was there at the edge. But by that moment, it was too late. Pull me back. There I was, swinging all alone, from a beam in the basement. How had life pushed me there? What had become of the little boy who enjoyed life so much? When they opened me up on the autopsy table, what they will find is despair, no reason to live. Now the rhythm has stopped. She soaked her feet from the hard day of standing, never knowing until now his despair. How deep the sadness that grips the lonely soul. Rolling her hair, she went to bed. She would have to do funeral arrangements in the morning, the first decision she would be making without him. Thank you.
Wow, absolutely powerful. Thank you so much for sharing, Victor. And I'd like to take the time to let you all know that tonight, being that we are the Village Healing and Writing Circle, that some of these stories tonight may have may contain subject matter or personal testimony and thought process that has to do with self-harm, traumatic experiences. So if any of these stories happen to trigger you, please, we would love for you to make sure that you take care of yourself. We understand that even during this time with the pandemic going on, that some subject matter can be very heavy. So please, by all means, take care of yourself. Once again, thank you, Victor, for sharing. And we're getting ready to listen to another brother that's getting ready to come up. But before that, quick commercial break. You see these really nice pullovers we have on. This is the Village Path pullover sweatshirt. These will be available to purchase on the villagepath.org. That's another way you can support us. You know, if you wanted to, get one of these, please, by all means, get it, wear it. And we would love for you to share it on social media if you happen to do so. Also, we have some other things that I would like to share, but we're actually going to get ready for the next brother that's getting ready to share. And that is Brother Michael. I'm telling you, y'all should get ready. Get ready. Once again, I want to remind y'all that some of these stories may be very gripping. Please take care of yourself. And Brother Michael, why don't you go ahead and take it away for us?
Thank you, Bobby. The name of my poem is Goodbye and Good Riddance. After 7 years, I finally left your ass. I'm a free man. No, it wasn't pre-planned, but it's been a long time coming. Now the sun is shining and the birds are humming, and I even think I hear my ancestors drumming. And it's all because I'm free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. You look shocked. To be honest, I am too. I never thought I'd be able to escape your abuse and misuse, but I did. And to be honest, it feels like I got the juice. We weren't toxic together. We were destruction. We would wreak havoc with no plans nor discussions, and learned how to bring a vibe down like it's nothing. We were a fucking mess. And the whole time I thought you brought out my best, but no. You brought out a person I didn't even know. A person that would literally embarrass himself just to put on a show. Showing my ass at a stranger's house, not being able to control the things that's coming out of my mouth. And you were right there hyping me up. Like it was cool. You were the king, and I was the king's fool. And to think, I would do anything just to be in your presence. I convinced myself you were some angel that fell from heaven. You fell from heaven, all right. Right into the pits of hell. Why I loved you so much, I can never tell, but it always felt like I had Stockholm syndrome. And I swear, if I could go back in time, you wouldn't have even made it into the friend zone. And it's funny because you want me back. Y'all hear that? They want me back. I'm supposed to believe that in 4 months you've cleaned up your act. But I guess I'll play along. I'll take you back. I'll take you back if you can do me this one favor. Go back in time and change your behavior. Undo my suicidal thoughts and take the insecurities you brought. Undo the physical injuries and the draining of my energy. Undo you knocking my ass out and choking me until I passed out. Undo putting me in the hospital and having me visit with the Reaper. And please don't forget to undo the time you ruined my 25th birthday either. Until you can undo the times you fucked me 10 times over, it's going to be fuck you, even when I'm 10 years sober. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for sharing. That was an absolutely beautiful and powerful story. Up next, we have Jamar getting ready to come up, and then on deck we have Sir ADC. But before that, once again, quick commercial break. Actually, on the website, we're going to have this posted. This is going to be a fundraiser that we have going on right here. It's this bag that is a collaboration between the gentleman that read first, Victor, and yours truly. That is me, Bobby. Victor actually made this bag. This is a veg tan leather bag that he handmade, hand sewn himself. And the artwork that's on here, because you wonder how the collaboration works, is actually me. I painted this bag. And it was a joy to do this. Now, what I want to tell you about this bag is that in regards of the depth of the bag, it's about 6 inches deep, it's 10 inches wide, and it is 14 inches tall, okay? Once again, it's veg tan leather. It has a great weight to it. The inner pocket on the inside is very spacious. You can fit a small laptop in here, camera equipment, whatever it is that you decide to put in on this. Also, this bag happens to be multi-use. So you see these beautiful loops on the side. See the art there? There's a loop on that side. Then we also have another side here. And you see these loops on the bag? We also have these straps here where you can wear it like a traditional backpack, but also we have these fixtures here where you can actually make this bag a carry bag. So you could strap it on the other side. You can take these straps off. You can make it a bag that you carry by hand. And all of these embellishments are brass, okay? Once again, this is a handmade bag. This is a one-of-one bag. This bag will not be made again. And when you go ahead and go onto the website, thevillagepath.org, and I guarantee you, if you're able to get this bag, you're going to be the only person in the world with this bag. And also, I placed my artist signature on the side that you would actually have on your bag. So, with the purchase of this bag, this will go towards the efforts that we're having, right? So, in regards to TAP, the program in which we're going to be offering free services to Black men, 5 free additional services. Also, there's going to be more things we're going to be doing like this. Once again, Victor hand sewn, hand cut. This bag is veg tan leather, great quality leather, and I painted this by hand. Once again, this is a one-of-one. We will never make a bag like this. I will never put a design on a bag like this ever again. So please get on that website and check it out. And we would love for you to have it. And if you happen to collect it, we are going to definitely make sure we celebrate you, post you, and uplift you. And will there be opportunities in the future for different bags? We may have more collaborations coming. We'll definitely keep you all posted. But yeah, this is the first bag. It's very special because this night is special, and you being here with us is special. So without further ado, we're getting ready for one half of the team that has established this beautiful, amazing healing circle for us brothers to come together and be vulnerable together. I hope y'all are ready. Everyone introducing the one and only Jamar. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Thank you. And everyone give it up for Bobby. He's doing an amazing job. He's knocking it out the park as a host. He's the right person for the job, apparently. So and right now I'm going to read 2 pieces. And thank you all for attending. This is very, very powerful that we were able to get almost 50 people in the Zoom tonight alone. So thank you all. This is very humbling. The scent of marijuana mixed with the air of a humid summer night just sparked a grill of nostalgia in my mind and placed me in my late teens, surrounded by 6 fresh princes in a circle in a small downtown Philadelphia park, somewhere stuck in the past and present, reminiscing about the joy of happiness that I miss. The joy of happiness you try to find in small spurts in adulthood that brings grown-ass childlike giddiness, at least for a moment. The memory of just being happy to be young while being too young to notice the source of your happiness. The feeling of being indestructible, arrogant, blissfully ignorant, and having the world in the palm of your naive, youthful, useless hands. The age where all of your friends are around you daily. The laughter and joys of being young Black boys doing and learning basic life lessons for the first time. Yet to experience the mundaneness of children, bills, real jobs, and real death. In-depth conversations about life that you tend to no longer have because you're too busy living. As the cheap weed smoke billows through the lamppost past the streetlights to the blackness of the open sky, the brightness of the stars overhead reflect on all 6 of you and the homies' summer melanated skin. Still young enough to when summers felt like never-ending years. Still young enough to feel like these moments would last forever. 6 Elijah McClains, young, goofy, Black, and innocent. In daily conversations with the homeless who were always game to speak and be listened to by anyone, especially those who stopped to listen with a pocket full of change and time. 6 young, free Black boys also met weekly run-ins with police, which in hindsight could have ended in a young God's early extermination. The planet could have lost football coaches, mathematicians, educators, union leaders, sons, and future fathers over mistaken identity, jaywalking, and mostly the crime of being young, Black, and enjoying late night IHOP. Any one of us could have been Elijah McClain in those moments, pleading to find humanity against the backdrop of a structure that never saw us as human, asking for forgiveness for our Blackness, delivering apologies and telling them about the Catholic school we attended. The Father, Son, and even the Holy Spirit couldn't save you from that deadly dosage of ketamine injected into Elijah's bloodstream as you plead and scream for your humanity, for your life, for your right to exist, for your right to be young, Black, goofy, and anemic, as the coldness of the police force not only takes your life away, but poses in pictures to reenact your untimely demise. The point is in the cruelty. I don't look to the sky no more. Don't cry no more. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on us. Have mercy on we. Have mercy on the many men who wish death upon me. Tear gas in my eyes and I can't see. I'm just trying to be what I'm destined to be. And America wants to take my life away. Elijah McClain. Now, next, I would like to read a piece called Racism 20. It's about the 2 illnesses that we're suffering in this country right now, and one that I've recently also have been afflicted with. I'm sick. The fact is I've been sick longer than I've known. I, along with others, have been having trouble breathing. The country hasn't supplied us with enough ventilators, and all of the hospital beds are full. They don't know where this insufferable disease began. One thing I'm positive of is that it did not begin in the lab, and we cannot ask those who at the very least cease to spread it to cure it. Let's suppose it was somehow man-made. How can you vaccinate what you helped to create? I personally have adorned the mask of things like code switching and style of dress, not to protect me, but to protect others and others like me, in hopes of making the air less toxic and easier to breathe in certain places and spaces. I've sort of quarantined through self-segregation because I know myself, and it's only so long one can socially distance themselves. And this fever is getting worse by the day, especially after every time a Black man is murdered by those who are supposed to serve and protect them. These common occurrences of these events have left me numb and has left me without any means of being able to chill. And the fatigue, oh, the fatigue. Actually, the fatigue reminds me that I've been sick all of my life and that my father was sick, as was his father, and so on. This illness has been passed down through genetics and has left me being more painful as time goes on, with no cure in sight. Years of slave food my ancestors needed for survival has weakened my immune system, which is supposed to protect me in times like this. Someone suggested that the antidote will come through a vote, and I'm only left with this quote: when America catches a cold, Black America catches pneumonia. The truth is, the next wave is always coming, and we've been sick a mighty long time. Racism 20. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamar, for sharing those stories. I mean, those pieces were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, just I mean, the depth and the richness that we're hearing from these brothers tonight is absolutely incredible. Once again, we want to remind you all that some of these stories will be triggering. Some of these stories uh, may touch some parts of us that may require us to take care of ourselves. And taking care of yourself can be multiple things. It could be, stepping away from the program. It could be, reaching out to someone that you can unpack with. But please know, at the end of the day, we care about you. And we want to make sure that you take care of yourself. And just once again, thank you to all the brothers that's been sharing so far. We're actually getting ready to hear from another incredible brother. This brother right here is Sir Eddie C. Sir Eddie C is a St. Louis-based artist, and his little Black Boy song has been tearing it up internationally. And as he's getting ready to prepare to come, what I want to let y'all know is that Sir Eddie C, his little Black Boy video is actually going to be on BET Jams. We got to take a moment and we got to give it up for that. That is something to celebrate. That's Black excellence. That is beautiful. Also, Sir Eddie C's song, Little Black Boy, has actually collaborated with us here at the Village Path for us to raise the funds that we have raised to be able to give brothers 5 free sessions for therapy. Earlier this year, we set a goal of $1,000. And with Sir Eddie C working with us, we were able to exceed that goal and get $16,000. So now we're able to give other Black men an opportunity to start, continue, and grow in their healing process with 5 free sessions with some awesome therapists that we've collaborated with. So without further ado, everyone, here is Sir Eddie C. And he's about to do his thing, y'all. Let's enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Bobby, for having me and bringing me on the stage here. Can everybody hear me okay? All right, cool. But yeah, this has been super beautiful. If y'all wondering why I keep going in and out of the picture, it's because literally I just got word that the Little Black Boy video is being premiered on BET Jams right before I came on here. So it was I'm super emotional right now because growing up, I used to watch that growing up as a kid, watching videos on my way to school. So, to have something and for it to be this video where I'm talking about what y'all are here about, being a little Black boy, it's just really moving to me. And I'm so happy that this is all happening. I'm very happy for everybody here in this space. And thank you for all the brothers that went before me and then after me, that will be sharing this space with me, because this is so beautiful. This is something that I don't know. I don't know if we had this in mind. We wanted to just raise $1,000 and maybe help out a couple people, but we're gonna be able to do a little bit more than that, and hopefully more and more and more and more to be able to make this like an institution and not just like a one-off. So I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. I have a penchant for talking a lot, but I'm here to rap and not just talk. So let me know if the music is too loud, because if it is, I can do an acapella. So y'all just let me know. But yeah, without further ado, this is Lil Black Boy. I am Sir ADC, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Let's get into it. Yeah. For all the kids like me. Lil Black Boys. Lil Black Boy. Lil Black Boy. Hold on. I like a little bit more bass than that. So I'm a rapper. So all right. I like that. All right, let's get it. All the kids like me. Lil Black Boy. Lil Black Boy. Yeah. Lil Black Boy. Lil Black Boy. Yeah. Lil Black Boy. All my niggas, all my bitches, all my sisters, all my brothers, all the fathers, all the mothers, all the others, all the colors, all the huddle for this. Wait, Lil Black Boy, yeah, Lil Black Boy, Lil Black Boy, yeah, Lil Black Boy. Hold up, black is the moon, yeah, shine like the sun, yeah, shoot for the stars, the universe shooting at us. James Brown, look, I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah, say that shit loud and I can't wait to do this shit in front of crowds. Nigga, fuck the Mayflower. Nigga, this Black House. 400 years in slavery, and we ain't been free but an hour. This is our season. It is uneven, no style of buff. Niggas be capping and rapping, I'm dialing, and then look, I'm calling your bluff. Nigga, James Baldwin. Yeah, my nigga, what up? Yeah, writing like history, but electricity, my nigga, the fuck is a month. They say we lost our magic, I don't see that. How they steal the culture, but still never see that. It's that big payback, and my niggas really need that. Where my reparations, I ain't faking that. That's big bad. That bad, like my zone. Find me a beating, I find me a home. Nowhere in the house, and I feel like you're wrong. Let me show y'all doing yoga on song. Just play this shit when you feeling alone. Black diaspora, no, we ain't home. And blacks diaspora, know that they wrong. Damn. Man, fuck that shit, we still live. 3 pairs, 6, I'm still fly. This for my niggas that still vibe. 5, 10 tags on the south side. Life is working, I'm still tired. Gotta win for it, and that's a deadline. Step behind these walls like bedtime. My POV is POC. Fuck that flow, switch this on G. Fuck the code, switch this on me. Little black boy, please like and please. Leave real boy, please trust and believe. Little black boy got a light in the beam. Little black boy, my mirror you see. Little black boy, a reflection of me. Yeah. Little black boy, reflection of me. And I have so many songs, but I think that one is like the one that I want to do. Is like Little Black Boy is what got us, like what got me here, and like what got me linked up with all y'all. And I just want to leave it at that. That's just like, that's it, Little Black Boy. And shout out to all the Little Black Boys. Thank you so much for having me, y'all. For real, it's love.
Thank you, Sir Eddie C. We really appreciate you. Congratulations on getting on the rotation for BET Gems.
Yes.
St. Louis Standard Time will be 12:39 a.m., 8:39 p.m., and 4:40 a.m.
Slight edit. 12:39 p.m. I was crying when I made the graphic. So like I was typing really fast because I was so emotional. So like, yeah. So 12:39 p.m. and then the other two are correct.
Okay. All right. 12:39 p.m. So if y'all get an opportunity, please tap in, see that video. We got to support our own. Once again, thank you, Sir Eddie C. That song is off the chain.
Thank you.
Loving it. So much. Man. I'm telling you, we got some more beautiful brothers that's getting ready to come up. And actually, yes, Claire, I believe that also be on rotation tomorrow as well. So yes, you'll definitely be able to see it. So that is tomorrow. Those times are for tomorrow. And I'll say them one more time: 12:39 p.m., then 8:39 p.m. and 4:40 a.m. Okay. So if you get an opportunity to check it out, please do so. We got to support our own. We got to do it. All right, y'all. Okay. Now we are getting ready to welcome the other half of the leadership, the foundation, the goodness of what we call the village path. I'm telling you, this brother right here, man, he's amazing. He's incredible. And this is Mr. Bryant. I could say a lot about him, but you know what? I'm gonna let him step in and do his thing because he's getting ready to share something that's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bryant Antoine. Go ahead and go ahead and do your thing, brother.
Thanks, Bobby. And I would like to thank everybody for coming. This is amazing. We really appreciate you all coming on a Thursday night and hanging out on Zoom. So thank you so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna do one piece tonight. And the title is My Son. My son. I vowed to be all in. The summer days were like winter nights, and the winters were even colder. We trekked through the frigid winds of the desert with you on my back. Dried tears on our cheeks, hardened calluses on the palms of our hands and the balls of our feet. We could fall down to the depths of the core of the earth, and I wouldn't let go. The fire that burns in me runs deep. Can you feel it in your soul? The rustle of branches and frail shrieks all around us as we walked hand in hand. From a bud, your rays began to reach for the sun while I began to wither. You watched over me, even though we are no longer walking abreast. My soul weeps, knowing that I will depart and our bond may not tangibly be the same. You knew my days were numbered, but still, you cry the days my petals started to curl. Roll up like a scroll, my carcass lends seed to the soil, my soul in the sky. I watch as the rain and sunshine strengthen you. Now you stand fully, blossom indeed. But I still continue to provide everything you need. Thank you.
Thank you, Bryant. That was absolutely a beautiful piece. I just love the way you wrote that. I mean, that's incredible. So, everyone, we are actually getting ready to have our last performer, our last teller, sharer for this evening. I want to let you know that after the last performance, the last reading, that we will be sticking around a little bit of time for affirmations, questions. If you'd like to ask anybody anything, we're certainly here for that as a group. And once again, thank you all for spending some time this evening with us. Thank you to everyone who has purchased a sweatshirt. Thank you to everyone who is looking at the website, trying to figure out how to get this amazing bag. I got to show it to you one more time so you can see it. Veg 10 leather, a 1-of-1 bag. You'll be the only person in the world, in the universe, with this unique and gorgeous piece, handmade by Brother Victor, as well as hand painted by yours truly. I'm telling you, this right here is a very special bag, and we would love for you to have it. So please check out the website and definitely support us in any way. You can also donate if you just would like to give on thevillagepath.org. And now we are going to have our last performer, and that person is me. All right, Bobby. I am going to do a couple poems for everyone. I really hope you enjoy these pieces. I hope you've been enjoying yourself tonight. And I got two pieces. The first piece is called Hide and Seek. The second piece is called Black Boy Hill. All right. Childhood games taught me life lessons, like scars are badges of honor. Winners never quit and quitters never win. And when you lose, you have to give up the controller. And my mama told me to never give up, that men don't quit. They always finish the game. I played with two sisters, one brother, and an older cousin. My cousin, she knew how to win every game. You know, red light, green light, red rover, freeze tag. But her favorite was hide and seek. And I hated to lose. I always begged to be on a team. And then one day, she finally let me. After learning every tip and trick, I began a winning streak. I felt invincible, mastering the art of hiding and never getting caught. You know, she mastered the art of hiding and never getting caught. She told me I was a favorite little cousin to play with. And one night we started the longest game of hide and seek ever. The rules were the following. 1, I had to play whenever she wanted. 2, never tell anyone about the game. 3, there is no home base. Home became my skin, but this game would evict me from it. She is counting. I fit my 7-year-old bones perfectly behind the pillows on her bed. Footsteps attacked the door. I pretended to hold my breath underwater. It's her. Hands searching the closet made my heart skip a beat. It got too quiet. I giggled. Suddenly the pillows were ripped away. She was a tornado. Her name is... Laughter bouncing off of the walls was halted by my uncle's voice telling us to go to bed. She wanted to play again, so I started counting. 1, 2. I felt my shorts slide down. Keep counting, she said. 5, 6. I opened my eyes. She hid me in her mouth, in between her legs. When she got on top of me, she fed me her breast. Overwhelmed by this moment, all I could hear was Mama say, Bobby, men don't quit. They always finish the game. So I let her finish. The next morning, my molester turned babysitter. How is a predator supposed to protect the prey it wounded? I was hiding our game while seeking to understand why I couldn't talk about it. I never knew that kissing cousins could create a crypt in my lips. I felt tainted. A cemetery lip beneath my skin, unable to wash away her scent. She smelled like dying rose petals on the grave of my innocence, needing a sacrifice. I spilled the blood of my pride on the altar, placed a body of secrets in the fire, told Mama about the hundreds of games we played. She believed me, cried tears for me because I couldn't cry for myself, put this broken boy back together with a hug. But when I became a man, I buried childish things in my temple. But the little boy in me still wants to play, still wants to hide himself in the intimacy of an older woman, still wants the red light to turn green and so he can freeze in a moment of pure bliss until it's time to play tag again. You know, this little boy learned from the man that his body be holy ground, that what happened wasn't his fault, and he is still a man even though he had to sit in the lion's den of his emotions, and that sex isn't the only way to love somebody, you see. Scars are badges of honor, especially when you tell their story, especially when you stop hiding. Thank you. That's piece 1. Woo. All right. Piece number 2. Black Boy Hill. Did you know that depression and anxiety looks different for a Black boy? From the womb, we start our traumatic journey. When you don't understand our behavior, you just diagnose it. What you try to name is our hyper protest to the trauma we can't talk about, so we laugh and joke our depression under our smiles, only to cry alone in the dark, silently breaking from the weight of expectation crushing our backs. Black boy, be tough. Black boy, don't cry. Black boy, be a punching bag until it's time to knock a nigga out. Black boy, be a man. We expect you to lead this family. Now dunk like LeBron, catch like Julio, write like Martin, speak like Malcolm. Black boy, stop crying. Black boy, be tough. Black boy, be a diamond, because we are pressuring you. Pick 3. Prison casket or nothing. It's depressing to be held in a prison of expectation, for burning your emotions in a casket of numbness, for not keeping everyone's hope alive. You rub your hands together, hoping to press life into the chest of their dead ambitions. But how is a boy supposed to take care of adults who have yet to grow up? Yet to see that a child's job is to be young, wild, and free, not some get out of the hood scheme. That's why they teach us to be hard, to feel nothing, to grow concrete over our skin, forge iron around our hearts, and weld our tear ducts shut, Baldwin said. To be Black and conscious in America is to constantly be in a state of rage. And we're constantly looking over our shoulders, and we're constantly seizing up because red and blue lights dancing over sirens is triggering. Constantly in fight or flight. Anxiety is our best friend, and depression is the ex we always go back to. So I fight, because running is for the weak. I fight to be heard. I fight for my respect. I fight for my confessions, not to be thrown in my face. I fight to get out of bed, to admit that I'm not okay, to admit that I need you. Now I'm fighting to tell you that I'm tired of fighting. So I run, hoping to find a safe space where I don't have to run anymore. You know, a place where my tears are as valuable as LeBron's dunk, Julio's catch, Martin's writings, and Malcolm's speeches. You know, a place where someone can tell me, hey, black boy, heal. Thank you. Thank you all for being here, for supporting us, for being on this live feed as long as you have. Please, if you have any affirmations, any questions, each and every single one of us are still going to be sticking around and hanging out. Please share your thoughts, share your questions. We would love to answer them. Once again, thank you all. Thank you, brothers, for sharing your stories. It was a lot of work, a lot of preparation that went into this. I have the privilege and the honor of sharing space with these brothers. Each and every single one of them are talented, powerful, and amazing. So once again, everyone, thank you. And please, if you have questions, affirmations, please stick around. Please feel free to donate on thevillagepath.org. The bag can be found on thevillagepath.org. These sweatshirts are found on thevillagepath.org. You can donate on thevillagepath.org. And tomorrow, we will be opening sign-ups for brothers to receive free therapy services, and they will get 5 free sessions, 5 free sessions. So please, if you happen to know any brothers that would love to get their healing journey started or to continue that, please make sure you go to thevillagepath.org and sign up, and we will definitely be getting in contact with you all. So once again, I'm gonna shut up. Please feel free to ask questions, and thank you all.
Please utilize the chat feature just to minimize.
And again, give it up for Bobby. He knocked it out the park as the host.
Killed it.
I don't want to say, I don't use the word kill.
Oh,
He
sorry.
did that. I was trying to